Platinum Games has brought us a new game for the Wii U. It's called the Wonderful 101, and we do need to use the gamepad a lot to make use of this game. What we're doing is playing as the 1 in the 101, so you have to collect 100 of your buddies, and you basically are in control of everything. You play as Wonder Red. I also found that when you're turning into Wonder Red, though, I immediately thought of Sailor Moon. And then as soon as Wonder Blue changed, I thought of Tuxedo Mask. I just felt like, oh my god, it's taking me back to my childhood days of just watching cartoons and getting so into it.
It reminds me of a lot of anime. If you've watched anime, especially stuff from the 80s and maybe the 90s, you're going to feel at home playing the Wonderful 101. Things are very over the top, they're crazy.
No more holding back, Blunder Red. No more holding back.
Wonder Red.
You're controlling so many dudes, you have to frantically either draw on the Wii gamepad or use the right stick to draw these different formations that form up different types of weaponry. So you've got a sword, you've got a giant punch. Later on you meet Wonder Green or Wonder Vert, who is a bit of a French dude, and he's got a gun. And each new weapon you get, you seem to want to rely on it exclusively, I found.
The game could have been so much fun because of all these awesome elements in the game, but you're taking it out of it because the controls just don't work. And you and I suffer through iOS games all the time with terrible controls. For me to be this frustrated with a console game with these kinds of controls, I couldn't figure out why the controls didn't work for me the way I wanted them to. It was never on for me, and I feel like it definitely should be, especially when I'm paying full price for a console game. I want to get the console experience, and I was expecting more from Platinum Games. I was expecting it to be right on. I was expecting it to be perfect, just because they're synonymous with amazing combat. They're synonymous with these big over-the-top boss battles and just having so much satisfaction out of fighting, and you don't get that with this game.
See, I disagree. I had a lot of excitement and satisfaction playing the Wonderful 101. I really enjoyed the battles once I got the hang of recognizing boss patterns and knowing what you have to do. This is the kind of game that, for me anyway, I'm the type of guy who will want to play this for 8 hours in a row, but it's difficult to do that with the Wii U gamepad. I found myself having to recharge it all the time. I would give this game a 9 if you could play it with only the Pro Controller, but you can't, and so you have to use the gamepad, and unfortunately, it isn't quite there for me. Still had a hell of a lot of fun with
That
this.
score is way too high for you to even be there with the controls that are so terrible. This game needs more love, and I feel like it was already going to have it because it was from Platinum Games, and I feel like my expectations were so high that maybe that's why I'm so disappointed. And there's not enough to keep me coming back for more. Like, when I put the gamepad down, I don't want to go back to this game.
Wow.
I was absolutely done with it. Shaun, what are you scoring the Wonderful 101?
This is an instant classic for me. I'm giving it an 8.5.
Gets a 6 from me.